Hi friends, today we are going to see demo on how we can work with Snowflake scripting using Snowflake CLI. So if you have not gone through my recent Snowflake scripting series videos and blogs, I would suggest you to please have a look because I have captured lots of detail over there. So let's start with the demo. So in this demo, I'm not going to use the classic web UI, but I just wanted to set some context that I'm going to use the same SQL scripting database with public schema, and I'm going to create a table called log to insert the dummy message while using the CLI so that you are sure that the syntax of the command or the scripts actually works based on the logic we have decided. So before we work with the command line with a variable or the parameter, I just like to highlight one of the small option which is mandatory when you are passing some variable from the CLI. That's a variable substitution. So without this variable substitution set to true, even if you pass the variable value from the command line, it will not be uh, honored in the command line, rather it will fail. So by default, the value of this variable is set to false, which means you are not allowed to pass the value from the command line. Even if you pass, it will fail because it will not able to understand. Once you make it true, it means that the variable which you mention on your SQL script will be substituted with the actual value which you pass from the command line. So in this demo, as you have seen, like I have created a table, and this table is currently empty, right? And now I'm going to just execute. I will just show you one SQL script, which is the CLI script, which is kept under my current directory. And I'm going to just execute the Snow SQL, the command line. And I'm just passing this SQL script with the -f parameter, which means the file, and -d is for passing the parameter. Or I can use the -fn variable name. But here I'm going to use the -d, and is value is the boolean parameter which I am going to pass as a true or false. So based on true or false, if it's a true, it will raise the exception. If it's false, it will not raise an exception. It will just insert the value in the log. That's the logic. Let me show you the code. So this is the SQL script which I have created and put in one of my current working directory. So sorry, in the beginning I am setting the variable substitution to true, so that my command line should be able to understand and substitute the value of the variable with the actual value which I am passing, whether it's true or false. So this code is very much similar to what we are used to with this is anonymous block. Here I am just declaring a variable user defined exception, and then I'm just declaring some of the variables. This is the local variable which is being assigned based on the parameter which I'm passing. So this is the parameter which I am passing from the command line, and this value will be denominated as ampersand. So ampersand is valid mean this is a command line variable, and now I am inputting this variable to, or assigning this variable value to, my local variable, which is valid 1. And if my case is valid 1, then I'm forcefully raising this dummy exception, and in case it's not true, so I'm just ignoring this part, not raising any exception, and just going inside and insert the data, which is known as, this is a simple string data. This is an example of SQL scripting via CLI, and I'm just incrementing the counter and then returning the counter. That's it. So this is a very simple example. Now let's go and see how it works. So here, this is my CLI on which I am already on my current directory. If we go here, you will see that I have already have a script called CLI underscore script.sql, which I just showed you. So let me clear this screen, and now I'm just going to execute my Snow SQL. This is my account name, and then this is my user ID, and then -f the file name, and D is false. So if I pass false, it should insert the value in the log table. So let me enter this and provide the password, which will be prompted in a couple of seconds now. So let me provide the password, and here goes the password, and it will just print ns block 1. So it's not doing anything and just saying goodbye and exiting the command line, because I have not done anything except the insert. So now let's go here and just execute the table select start, and you will see that the table got populated with the dummy string which I provided at the command line. So what will happen if I pass the false? So if I execute the same thing with the false, with a true boolean value, it should raise the exception and it should not insert any new record in the log table. So it will take a couple of minutes to prompt for the password. Once it prompt, I will provide the password and we will see the output. So let's go here. So I provided the password and you can see as expected, it raised the dummy exception which was planned, and just exit the command line. And in this scenario, if I go here, it will not insert any another record. It will only have one record as which we have inserted part of first execution. So this is a very basic example of how you can use the SQL scripting from the command CLI. There are huge varieties of ways how you can use the SQL or command line using SQL scripting. This is just a very basic example. You can replace that NOS block with whatever logic you want in your SQL script, and then you can just execute. For more detail, you can go through the SQL documentation, and there you can find multiple ways in which you can leverage the command line. So this is all about the today's demo. And if you like the demo, please subscribe to my channel and like my videos. Thank you.